How do you view that? This, I think, could be looked at as one of the great negotiating wins that we've ever seen. Dak Prescott and his team stood totally fast. They wouldn't give on anything, and in the end, they won in a landslide. That doesn't happen in the NFL
It's a win. You can say it's a landslide, but when you take into account the TV money that's coming down the pike, the fact that the Dallas Cowboy brand is what it is, they're worth about $5.7 billion for crying out loud. You know, and you consider the money that's coming down the pike and how, you know, the cap is going to be elevated over the next couple of years and what have you. You could sit up there and say that Dak may have won because he got what he was looking for, but it's not like Jerry Jones loses in this. He'll be able to afford the guy. There's more money coming down his coffers. On top of it all, Dak Prescott makes them better. And so you take that into consideration and you just say, okay, you know, it's more of a win for Dak because Dak held his ground against a shrewd, hardcore negotiator. But again, you still have to ask yourself the question, why would Jerry Jones need to do all of this?
Yeah, he could have easily solved this problem before it became a problem a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Let me then ask you this, though, in a different way.
Yeah.
Dak has always felt, even being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, he's always felt a little bit like the underdog, like the little engine that could, for some of the reasons you just described and others. He wasn't supposed to be a great player coming out of college, any of that. Now, with this contract, do you believe the expectations changed? Whereas he was the guy that everyone was rooting for, do you think now, if he doesn't play like Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, he's being paid like them, do the expectations change?
I think the expectations change from the standpoint that people are going to be willing to hold him accountable more. But I don't think that Dak Prescott has to play that much differently than he's been playing. Their defense was horrid last year. They were 31st against the rush. They gave up over 100 yards rushing in 10 of their 16 games. 7 of those times they gave up 125 yards rushing at least. They were the second worst rushing defense in the National Football League, and they were ranked 28th overall defensively because Rod Marinelli and Chris Richard, you got rid of the both of them in favor of a guy by the name of Mike Nolan, who the last time he was a defensive coordinator, he was in Atlanta 6 years earlier in 2014, and they had the 31st ranked defense. So what the hell was he doing being a defensive coordinator to begin with? I think as long as Jerry Jones is there, the pressure that people think will mount on the shoulders of Dak Prescott is, I think it's a misnomer. The reality is that if Jerry Jones makes the wrong decision by picking the wrong coach, allowing the coach to pick the wrong coordinators, you know, you don't fix your defense or what have you, all of us will have our eyes on that franchise where we'll look at Dak and say, it ain't on him. Just like last year, their offense was flowing, even though most of the time they were coming from behind. The fact is, Dak was putting up big-time numbers. The year before that, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, completing better than 65% of his passes. The bottom line is you looked at him and you said, the offense ain't the problem with this team. It's the defense. It's the coaching with Jason Garrett prior to Mike McCarthy, okay? It's the coaching or it's the owner. You'll be looking at that still. You won't be looking at Dak Prescott so long as Dak Prescott maintains a level of consistency as it pertains to how he's been playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ryan, I have one more real quick. Because we have, will he do it? Jerry is desperate to win a championship.
No.
4-year contract. In those 4 years, will they win it?
Let me make you laugh.
Okay.
We all know how much Dallas Cowboy fans absolutely disgust me.
Yes.
I mean, I've had senior citizens from different states outside Texas walking up to me saying, how about those Cowboys? I can't stand Cowboy fans. Dallas Cowboys, if they won a damn Super Bowl, if they asked me to, I'd host a damn parade. I'd surround myself. It ain't going to happen. They ain't win no damn Super Bowl. Now they ain't going to make the playoffs. They're going to be formidable. They are going to be a threat. But somehow, some way, like I tell you, there's always that black cat running around that franchise, and it will still happen. Now, that doesn't mean they'll stick up the joint and won't win the NFC East, and make the playoffs. But win the Super Bowl? Hell no. They ain't win no Super Bowl. They can get all excited all they want to. They will fall when it counts. They will not let you down. Trust me. Trust me. Just wait. All you got to do is wait. Don't let them get excited. September, October, you know what I'm saying? Holidays might be a little bit better this year than it's been the last couple of years. But when it really, really counts, they're the Cowboys. They will fall. You can book it. I'll host the damn parade they win the Super Bowl. Because it ain't going to happen. I'll never have to do that. Ever. Trust me.
That might be the best reason to root for the Cowboys to win it is to see Stephen A. Smith hosting the Super Bowl parade.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.